I'm Blake. I'm from DC, and we're working on kind of the next iteration of blockchain gaming. So I assume most of you have heard of CryptoKitties and kind of the global phenomenon that happened around that in late December of last year. It was like kind of coincided with the massive market run-up. So it got a lot of attention for what it was. So in December 2nd of that month, we actually started building out kind of what we saw as the next iteration of blockchain gaming, an actual video game, not just a marketplace for buying and selling digital cats that don't have any sort of mechanism behind them. So over the last 7 months, we've been building out an actual video game, and I'll get into some of the screenshots later, but what they are ERC 721 assets. Each of the CryptoPets are unique, something that anybody in crypto gaming has kind of experienced. They have unique DNA. Ours each have unique animations, unique attacks, and other different mechanisms that make them provably unique and rare relative to other assets. So we'll be introducing in-game resources, which will be ERC20 based. We are not having an ICO. We have not done one in the past or not doing one in the future. But tokenization in video games is something that's becoming really popular and something that is kind of revolutionizing how games are built and the in-game dynamics. So the first ERC20 token we'll have is going to be experience point tokens. And those are earned from winning battles inside our online player versus player video game. So this is some of the technology we use. We use currently ERC 721 assets. We're building out our experience point token, and then we're also going to have ERC 998 tokens. And what these are basically composable non-fungibles. So non-fungibles are all unique. They all have unique DNA that makes them different from one another. ERC20s are fungible, they're all the same, those are the currencies, but 998 allows you to compose them or build them into hierarchies where a CryptoPet could own currency, own experience points, or own even another CryptoPet within the game. So there's lots of cool functions that we can actually get into when we have this sort of hierarchy. There was actually even a new framework released for Ethereum called 1155 by EngineCoin, which allows kind of similar mechanisms in game. All these are Ethereum-based tokens. Most of your ICO tokens are ERC20s. They're the ones that, like EOS, although they are swapping them for their EOS coins, EOS raised their money on an ERC20 token. They're similar to the currencies of past, ones that can be passed from one another, and they're the same thing. ERC 721s were used by CryptoKitties and other blockchain games for creating unique assets, assets that have DNA inside of them that can make them provably rare within the game. ERC 998 is just a composition of these. They're not fungible or non-fungible. They're a combination of both.
I know, I hate to break you up here. What's the difference between fungible and non-fungible?
So fungible means non-unique, one-to-one ratio. I give you a Bitcoin, you give me a Bitcoin. They're the exact same thing. Non-fungible means that they're not the same thing. They have their own unique genetic code. Does that answer it?
So that led to the ability to do...
Yes. So that led to the ability to create characters in game, not just currencies based on blockchain. And so CryptoKitties did the first game out of this, and we've taken this concept and I would think a lot better. So here's some of the CryptoPets. As you can see, the visual and the visuals are a lot more unique and dynamic than what you've seen in other crypto games. So we really took a approach of building a unique, fun video game, and then how can we tokenize it, how we can make it more unique and built on blockchain. So the first 5 will be in game or on the left there. So we have up to 25 more different types that will be introduced over the course of the next year. So Fribbit, Princer, Breezling, Hedina, and Pebbler are all launching with the launch of our platform, which is tomorrow, actually. We're going to be on the Ethereum main network starting tomorrow. So why do people put games on blockchain? There's 3 main reasons. Ownership of your assets. So if I built out a traditional video game, all the in-game characters are owned by the development company and not by me. Even if I collect them, even if I play a whole history of games, the ones I buy are not mine. What blockchain allows you to do is actually gives you the asset. When you go in and buy a CryptoPet on our marketplace, we're transferring it through MetaMask from the game developers to you, and we can't take it away from you. Playability or portability. all CryptoPet assets that we create now will be usable in other games we develop in the future. So I'll get into our roadmap in a second, but we have 2 games coming out over the next year timeframe. One's going to be an AR game, similar to kind of Pokemon Go, and another one's going to be on Switch, and that one's actually coming out first. And the CryptoPets you buy now will actually be able to be ported into those future video games. And then rarity, like I said, each of them have their own unique genetic code. You can go to the API, check to see its in-game statistics, what makes it unique, and prove that it's one of a kind, or there's only 10 of them in existence. So we opened the beta in June. Tomorrow is actually when we're going to be on Ethereum main network, which is more or less 12 hours from now. And then by the end of Q4, we're going to have our console game on Switch, Nintendo Switch. Yeah. So here's an example of the exchange. So this is a player-to-player marketplace. So I buy CryptoPets from the marketplace section there, and that's from our game developer account. And then once you go in and play the game, you can upgrade your level and upgrade other in-game stats, and then resell it to other players, and that's on a player-to-player exchange. So this is what your account page will look like. We track all your battles you've played, how many you've won, how many you've lost, your total number of CryptoPets. This is a team. You can build teams of up to 3 to go into battle. Each of these have animations that kind of make the experience more fun. So this is what the battles currently look like. There's particle effects, so like fire that breathes out of the fire attack ones. There's going to be a new background and kind of new game UI, but this is the one we're launching with tomorrow. So sign up at www.cryptopets.co and you can get a free pet. It's entirely free to play for this next couple weeks. We'll airdrop you a CryptoPet. There's no gas cost in playing the game because our transactions are off-chain for the game side. You have to obviously have on-chain transactions for moving or buying CryptoPets. Just kind of into our scalability, we're working with a partner out in California called Connects on generalized state channels to help with the scalability of this, because as other people have kind of brought up, some of these blockchains don't scale really well, and I think it was Joey before that said irrelevant data going on the Ethereum blockchain from CryptoKitties. So we're trying to take as much as possible off-chain and make it a really easy user experience. So sign up and get a free pet. Thanks. Any questions?
Excellent.
Yes. So we're going to.
Could you repeat the question? I'm not sure if anyone else
So
could
he
hear.
asked about the portability. So what would it take to be able to port it? So we're going to actually open up the development of future games to third-party game developers, as well as build our own games out. So for the ones that we create, it's going to be really simple. We're going to allow you, once it's in your MetaMask wallet, you can log in to the next browser-based game and immediately play it with your old CryptoPet. So it'll support back versions. On Switch, it's going to be a little bit more complicated how we do that. We already have the technology working to actually play on browser against somebody on Switch and using these assets, but it's a little hard to figure out the custodianship of assets on Switch, so that's still something we're working on. For third-party game developers, it's all about basically just accessing the API, and once they have the statistics of what it actually is, then they can put it into their game. So it'll be accessed through your wallet as a player. Yes? So we airdrop the first pet that
Could you repeat that real quick?
So he said, does it cost gas to do what? Cost gas to level up, and then is it also a pay-to-win situation? So the first crypto pet you get when you enter the game is entirely free, which incurs 0 gas costs, and then leveling is actually on the blockchain, but as a company, we're incurring the gas costs, not you at the end user. So when you level up your crypto pet from level 1 to level 2, that data is pushed, but it's flushed after the game is over to the Ethereum blockchain, and we handle that. So you guys don't actually incur the gas costs, because that doesn't make it fun to play a game and then it costs you money. Yeah, you're welcome. So we basically create CryptoPets in the same way you would create any sort of other smart contract on Ethereum. So when we generate the smart contracts and generate the pets, they're stored on the blockchain, and then they're put into our wallet, similar to any other token. So the company starts out with the CryptoPets, and then we transfer them to the marketplace, and then you buy them off the marketplace, and it goes into your digital wallet, so your MetaMask account. So that's currently the only way we've actually implemented the game, is you have to have a MetaMask to be able to store and buy these assets, which is a digital wallet. I should have had a picture of it, but there is descriptions on our platform. But right now, that's the way it goes. So we generate them, and then you buy them off of our marketplace, and that marketplace is obviously run by a smart contract, and it goes to your wallet. So the graphics are actually rendered on the game side, but you'll know the type, the level, the date of birth of it, statistics, experience points. There's some other pieces of data as well. All that's stored on it. So if you ported that to a new game, we have the API that's open that allows, say, like a third-party marketplace like Wax or something to be able to visualize that asset by using our API. So, yes. What was that? Yes. So, yes, exactly. So the application recognizes what the kind of the DNA code is, and it then interprets it and visualizes it. So it interprets it the same. I mean, there's different rarity levels. So like that's one other piece of data that's on the blockchain is we have everything from common to diamond level rarities. So it will always be visualized correctly on our game. The process is going to be adapting it for future games, because that's kind of the difficult part there. But it's all web-based animations, and it's kind of a unique engine that we've developed for that. And it allows it for any sort of rendering of any web-based game. So we're hoping to be on Decentraland and some other games in the future. I think somebody back there had a question. Anything else? Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay.